Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of ARK Survival Evolved. I am Madtown213, and welcome back after the little distraction episode, taming a bunch of penguins. Today we're going to get back to updating you on so far what we've done with the base, and we've come quite a long ways. And then probably be a short episode just showing you what we've done with a few new ideas that I came up with. And then the next episode, Josh and I are going to take the Toad Assassin ninjas down to the swamp and get a bunch of cementing paste because I made a ton of things for the base, all the expensive stuff. So a bunch of elevator things, several refrigerators, several air conditioners, fabricator, all sorts of stuff. So I'll show you guys that at the beginning of the next episode. This one we are going to start right away with the Great Wall of ARK. Instead of the Great Wall of China, we are duplicating that. It's pretty massive. This took us, I would say all of 6 to 8 hours of grinding stone and wood. And so Josh was grinding and building or making the materials, and then I would just go pick them up from him and start building. So what we've got so far, this is kind of how the layout's going to look. Now some things are going to change from what you're seeing now to the final product. For example, we'll just start here. This gate, this behemoth gate has to go away because, well, temporarily, it has to be moved because this little guard or gate tower, I want 3 wide, and it doesn't allow me to build the third section because the gate's in the way. So I'm going to destroy that, build the gate tower here, and then make sure the other gate tower on the other side is going to line up, and then put the gate back in. So right now, this part of the wall is, let's see, 8 high. And I'll show you the inside too, so you guys can see kind of how I did this. This inside, I'm probably just going to do with thatch just to cover and hide the cables and stuff and the pillars. It's not going to need any damage protection from the inside, so I'm not too worried about it. And if I don't like it as I start doing it, like the look, the aesthetic part of it, I will change it to maybe wood. I don't know if I can do stone. That's just too much. So thatch for sure, and possibly wood, depending on what it looks like when it's done. So I've just got a bunch of pillars here that I set off the existing layout that I made. Made it all the same height, so you're going to be able to walk on top of this. There's going to be door frames. Oops, stuck here. There's going to be door frames on the outside of this walkway to look, so it gives it that castle look. And then here is an example of the guard tower that's going to be in the middle to break it up. Now this 3x3 section here is going to have those door frames to make it look like a castle. And that little outshoot right there, that single one, is going to have a plant species X on it to take care of all the critters on the outside. And it's going to be like that on every single one of these towers, including the gate towers. So there'll be 2 plant species X by the gates, and then 1 every so often. So this was just to mark the next tower that I'm going to put. So there'll be 1 here, 1 in the middle, and then up to the gate. Then this is going to be right where it starts to get shallow here. This is going to do a little jog up with ramps. Now I'm going to build the ramp on the inside, the sloped ceilings, and then still continue the door frame look on the outside on each of those steps. So you'll see the castle look all the way along, and then I'll be able to lay the ramps from the inside out. So we got all of this done. I would have to say this was probably close to 1,000, if not more, walls. So we've got this section done here all the way up to this gate, and it'll be an identical version things that I have to do for this gate. I have to take it down, build the gate towers, and then put it back in. You can't build into the gate, but you can put the gate into things that are already built, structures. So that's the way it has to work. And it's not that big of a deal. That's why I didn't put the doors in, because I wanted to make sure this was going to work. So I won't be out too many materials. And then there'll be a flat walkway along this edge here, same as down there. Then we got this little gate. Now the reason that one's so much bigger or taller than the rest of the base is going to be is because that's the only place where there's really going to be aggressive creatures like Carnos and Rexes and things of that nature. Maybe a Spino if we lure it this way. Up here is not that much danger, and I'm not too worried about it. So this is only, what, 4 or 5 tall? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 tall. So, and then this is going to run all the way along here. There'll be a tower, a guard tower right here at this jog, and it does the same thing. And goes all the way to the corner. And then we got the next part started. So that's what we've got done so far. Took a very long time, but it's going to be well worth it once we're done. This place is going to be absolutely massive and one-stop shop, amazing. Never have to build again. We've got more than enough room for all the stuff we will ever want in this game. So that's the wall, and it's going to be a very similar outline structure thing all the way around the outside. Now over in this section, it's only going to be 2 high, maybe 3, because over here I'm not worried about protection. I'm only worried about keeping our dinos from getting into out. I'm not worried. It doesn't have to do anything because there's a lot of natural protection here. So these will only be 2 or 3 high just for the look and to keep our dinos in. And same along this side, there'll be gate towers here. And there'll probably be a corner tower out here. But these will only be 2 or 3 high all the way around. So we still got that to do, which shouldn't take too much. I mean, if you think that's 8 tall by who knows how long, all of that material will be able to finish this no problem. So it shouldn't be too bad. Then I've also done some more building to this area. This is all going to be overlaid with stone to be one big flat surface, like a deck staging area where dinos can come in or whatever we want to use it for, just to keep it even. And I'm going to do that all the way down here to account for this little dip. See how much lower it is? So I want that flat across all the way to that outside wall. So I've been busy with that. Then finished all of this. So now this is ready for all stone. This walkway bridge thing here. Got some more stone versions set up here. As you can see out there. So that will all be stone. What else did we do? That you saw last time. And while I'm right here, I'll do that next episode. So this is going to be a very similar thing. This is going to be a flat staging area on this side of the main building. So I've got this all done, ready to go for stone walkways. Redid this. So now it's one level that I can build walls off of. So this is ready to go now for stone. As you can see here. So I got all that laid out. So we just have to do another grind session and this side will be done. Once I get to this point here and get this gate tower up, and the gate is going to go right here in this little opening. Once I get to this corner, I am going to stop building for a little while and start focusing on getting dinos over here and getting the main base built and ready to go and functional. We really need this up and running soon. And then I can do just little things, episodes here and there, where I don't have to do these large grind sessions. Because once this is done, I can bring all those dinos in over there, because this area will be protected. This front will be protected. And I'm out of stamina. I'm not worried about the beach on either side because there isn't. What the hell's happening? There aren't many dangers on this side of the base, so I'm not worried about that. The worst that gets down here is a dillo. Otherwise, a bunch of trikes and turtles, and you can see a brano in our river. They just wander around, no harm, no foul. So yeah, I'm not too concerned about safety for those two areas. It's just that front area that I really need to get done up and running. So yeah, we'll finish that wall, then get to the wall over there, then main base. So I think in about, and then I'm gonna be throwing in some other episodes as well in between. It's not, I'm done with multiple building episodes because it gets a little monotonous and boring. So I want to keep things interesting and different each episode. So you can see that my Kermit's here. Josh is going to come by from his Oasis base and bring his higher level frog, and we're going to go get some levels and cementing paste. So yeah. The other thing, the other plan that's going to change with this main base, this building here, is I'm going to do like a courtyard thing, I think. So this first section is going to be building, okay? So probably up to that bridge, and then there'll be a wall that comes up. So this will all be enclosed right here. The back side, I want to do kind of like walls, but have no ceiling. So the third floor up here is going to be like a courtyard, which I think will be kind of cool to, you know, double as kind of what's like an airport or like landing space, and with a behemoth gate out there. So, and then I can put like benches and all sorts of cool stuff out there. And I think that'll break it up to give it a little more castle-y feature. I really want to avoid the huge giant box thing again. So I have to be careful that I don't jump to that as a standard or norm. And I think the open middle of the closed and the open courtyard on the back will be a nice breakup to this really large building. So yeah, we got that as a plan. The elevator, I've got a bunch made, so that might be one of these next episodes is trying to get that lined up and built. That's going to go right over here. Hopefully it fits. And then it's going to go straight up all the way to this level here. And then I'll be able to unload right out to the um, main yard. So yeah, that's getting you guys caught up. Again, this was really, really grindy. I think once I hit like episode 30 or 40, if I see my views going up a little bit, I'm gonna start streaming some of this stuff because we do have, funny, interesting, goofy conversations while we're grinding. We do run into an occasional, tame or cool enemy or whatever while we are grinding. So maybe I'll start streaming on Twitch a little bit and see how that works out. Maybe I can get a few more people involved through Twitch and bring them over to YouTube. And then, yeah, because when I run wires and stuff, I don't think I'm going to do a video of me running wire, but it would be cool to see the process happening. I think I would like to see someone else do it, so I have to imagine there's a couple people that would like to see it done. When I run all this wire that's going to be hidden and put up lights and guard towers, I think, that'd be a nice 2-hour stream. So we'll give that a go here pretty shortly, and we may have some people joining the server, as I said in the last episode, so maybe we can get, a couple people who are new and do a couple streams, maybe an hour or two of getting them acclimated with the island and where things are and see what their plans are, what they want to do, what they can offer. So yeah, that'll be a plan as well. Don't want to drag this on too much, so I'm going to leave this episode here. Just want to keep you guys updated on what we're doing, how the progress is coming, to show you guys kind of the steps. So there is a trackable way to be like, okay, he did this first, then he did this, and there's video uh, evidence, probably isn't the right word, but progress. There's recorded progress of how this giant base, when it's done, should be pretty impressive. It'll be nice to be able to go back and see like, oh wow, yeah, I forgot it looked like that at the one time. So I'm going to cut the video here though, and next episode we're going to go down to the swamp and get a bunch of cementing paste. So thanks again for joining me, you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video and the update on the Great Wall of ARK. And we'll see you in episode 17. Take it easy.